Oh, it's a good show today. Lots of videos of animals to show you.
If you were in Phoenix this week, were you attacked by the flying ice balls too?
Balls. I'm Mike Smith.
And I'm Zara Tallier.
And this is The Outlier. And welcome once again to The Outlier. Zara is filling in today for Sam, and it's her 21st birthday, so she's probably spending the night playing lottery and being a responsible new adult.
Of course she is. Happy birthday, Sam.
Happy birthday. Let's get right into it. You would think this is the work of a middle schooler, but someone smart enough to break some codes got into Burger King's Twitter account on Monday. Whoever took control changed the name to McDonald's and made the picture of those famous golden arches. They began tweeting obscene things to the 83,000 followers for an hour before the account was suspended. This got enough attention, the fast food chain gained 30,000 followers, and surprisingly, something like this happened the next day. Jeep was hacked by someone else. Whoever got into the account started tweeting about Cadillac. @Cadillac tweeted they had nothing to do with this, and because they know what Jeep is going through, Burger King sent a tweet telling Jeep they're glad everything is back to normal. But it's not just loud and greasy things. Sorry, take that back. The Donald was also hacked. Someone got into his account and tweeted, "These hoes think they classy. Well, that's the class I'm skipping. Well done, hackers." And Mr. Trump, if you happen to see this, that was a joke. You're probably very clean.
Get a front row seat into the world of President Obama. The Presidency is a new iPad app for elementary students to help them learn about the government. It covers the executive branch, previous elections, and presidents, past and present. Students can view pictures and videos of historical moments of past presidents, as well as a video mashup of previous inaugural speeches dating all the way back to 1933. The app also includes interactive games and quizzes. Speaking of president, have you ever wanted to add President Obama to your guest list? Now you can. According to Project Wedding, if you mail your invitation at least 6 weeks before your big event, the President and First Lady will send a letter back, regretfully declining to attend, but they send their congratulations. If you want to send a letter to Barack and Michelle Obama, address the letter to the President.
Weatherman Grant Denyer. We really couldn't find a better picture to use? That's a little better. All right, well, Weatherman Grant Denyer on Sunrise, one of Australia's morning TV shows, is sent on all kinds of crazy tasks. Type his name into YouTube and you'll be entertained for hours. His latest assignment was to go up in an airplane, a fighter jet to be exact. It made hard turns back and forth, making Denyer look a little ill. He actually ended up fainting. Take a look at this.
Let's go to Grant. Speaking of all okay, not one spew this morning. Oh, sorry.
The other two ladies that sit next to you. I haven't spewed yet. Oh, get him back. Why did I say that? Spew for a living. That's about Let's go. Squeezing. Squeezing. Keep squeezing. Keep squeezing. Keep squeezing. Keep squeezing.
Oh, cut. We don't want to see. All right. It looked like you blacked out for a second. Okay. Better you than me. All right. We will check back in with Grant in half an hour from now.
Nice. That's some good live TV. I actually got a little bit dizzy just watching that. Don't worry, he woke up shortly after passing out.
The NFL will be making history March 2nd and 3rd when, for the first time ever, a woman will be participating in New Jersey Regional Combine process. According to NFL.com, Lauren Silberman, a soccer player from the University of Wisconsin, is the first woman to register for the Regional Combine ever. She told NFL.com that the opportunity to even attend the event could not be more exciting. The NFL, on the other hand, says that her chance of advancing to the Super Regional in Dallas in April is a long shot.
When you think of Arizona and the Phoenix area, what usually comes to mind? Dryness, 3-digit temps, no real weather except when the wind picks up for like a second. Yeah, do you know what happened on Wednesday? It snowed. Ice was falling from the sky. Look at this picture. People were getting pelted by pea-sized pieces of solid rain. It's crazy enough that anything was falling from the sky that wasn't sand from a haboob. And I guess if you're from Arizona, this was pretty cool. I'm from Florida, and I thought it was really cool too. To me, hurricanes are just an excuse to get out of school. And if, in case you're wondering, it's expected to reach 80 degrees next week. Arizona likes to mess with people like that.
Now, this is really shocking, Mike. According to CNN.com, there's a claim filed by Gregory Owen on behalf of one child alleging that 4- and 5-year-olds at the First Lutheran Child Development Center in Carson, California, were performing oral sex on each other at the preschool. It also says that other students were removing their clothing and engaging in sexual acts on the playground during nap time. Spokesman for the California Department of Social Services, Michael Weston, told CNN that he met with church officials on February 1st about non-compliance license violations against the school over the last 6 months, including lack of supervision, child-teacher ratios, and inappropriate discipline. Weston said he was informed that the school's director was resigning and the school license would be set to inactive on Friday. Church officials say, however, that the school's closing was based on the director's resignation for personal reasons unrelated to the incidents. The school will continue to be investigated after its closure. The question remains, however, what exactly happened at that school? Was it just poor supervision? Experts say children exploring their bodies at that age is natural, but this seems a little more advanced. Could it be that they were just copying something they had seen on TV or in a magazine, or could it be a result of sexual abuse? Whatever the case, expert in youth violence and sexual behavior Catherine Seifert says a professional therapist can help determine if the extent of the trauma and help the family recover.
Have you ever ridden a manatee? Yeah, me neither. Do you know why? It's pretty much illegal to do anything beyond look at them. But that did not stop one man from holding one. And by holding, I don't mean letting it glide through his hands. I mean he held a calf above water. He even let 2 kids sit on it. This is not a petting zoo, sir. The Florida Manatee Sanctuary Act of 1978 says you cannot intentionally or negligently annoy, molest, harass, or disturb any manatee. Kind of looks like you're doing all of the above. The 21-year-old Ray William Waterman, kind of an ironic name, has been arrested.
With a look on some of the other stories making headlines this week, we turn to Devin Conley with your PDQ News.
Thanks, Zara. 3 girls were found dead from drowning in a well in India after they were allegedly raped. The girl's mother is calling for the attackers to be caught and publicly hanged. 21-year-old Alisa Lamb was found in a Cecil Hotel water tank Tuesday in LA after she disappeared January 31st. Police are currently investigating the death. A small plane carrying 7 people crashed in East Georgia on Thursday, killing 5. The 2 survivors were rushed to the hospital. According to a Twitter survey using the Mechanical Turk Assessment Language word list, Hawaii is the happiest state and Napa, California is the happiest city. On the flip side, Beaumont, Texas is the saddest city and Louisiana the saddest state. A quick look back at your news. Back to you, Mike.
Thanks, Devin. How many times have you gotten a hole-in-one while playing golf? Even while just putting, you can slip up. And it's so frustrating. You can see the path that the ball needs to take, but the wind, it's always the wind, right? Anyway, here's 9 guys who basically proved the impossible possible.
3, 2, 1.
That's like stupid lucky right there. I bet they had to do it like 100 times, not that we know anything about that. But I must say, I'm totally impressed. With the latest from the interwebs, we turn now to Marina Beach with What's Trending.
Thanks, Mike. Let's begin with something incredible. Check out this video of a huge pod of dolphins off the coast of San Diego. It's crazy. Look at them all. Take a guess as to how many there are. Did you guess a couple hundred? Not even close. There are estimates that there are 100,000 dolphins. Some say they took up an area of 35 square miles. That's just insane. Dolphins usually travel in groups of 15 to 200. The Duchess of Cambridge, Kate Middleton, makes her first public appearance with her baby bump in London. It's hard to see from looking straight on, but when she turns, you can see that little royal bump in her Max Mara dress. The palace says the baby is due in July. Do you ever see an animal and think that is the funniest yet most adorable looking thing ever? This could probably fill that scenario. Here's a little bub. It's a perma kitten, and that's exactly what it sounds like, a cat that is forever a kitten. It has short legs and a smaller than average body. They also have a smaller lower jaw than upper jaw, making their blank stares even more cute. For another super adorable video, take a look at this little frog called a Namaqua rain frog. People love it so much they viewed it over 1.3 million times on YouTube. Can we turn up the sound? I want to hear it, Ribbit. Aw, it's so cute. I think I need one. That's a look at some of the most clicked things on the web. Right now, Mike, back to you.
Thanks, Marina. The 85th Academy Awards are Sunday. That's when Hollywood's hottest stars come out for the biggest movie event of the year. Joining us to talk about it is one of the hosts of Silver Screen Sundays on The Blaze, 13:30 a.m., Dylan Rosenblatt. Dylan, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
There's a lot of movies this year. There's based on true stories, romance, comedies, musicals. Are people having a hard time deciding Who's gonna win? Predicting it?
This is one of the most impossible years to predict the Academy Awards, which is not good for me or for the other people who like to predict awards, which, I mean, we both know that I'm a huge person who likes to do that. So this is a very interesting year. There's a lot of categories that I'm still torn between, which is very rare for this late in the year.
Who do you want to win and who do you think will win? But we'll say Best Picture for now.
Well, luckily for Best Picture, what I want to win, most likely will win, that's Argo, the Ben Affleck movie. It's been sweeping all the Guild Awards. The Screen Actors Guild won Best Ensemble, won Producers Guild, the Directors Guild. Ben Affleck's winning everything, and that usually translates to the movie gonna win.
Usually, whichever movie wins, the actors and actresses and whatnot have won before that in the ceremony. Do you think it's gonna be that sort of traditional, like if Daniel Day-Lewis wins, Lincoln will win, or do you think it's gonna mix it up and just be?
I mean, it's not that common for the actors to win when the movie wins. I mean, they usually have one actor that will win with the movie, but Argo only has one actor nominated, and that's Alan Arkin for Best Supporting Actor. And personally, I don't think he really has a chance in that category, although that category is wide open. But I think that category is going to end up going to Tommy Lee Jones from Lincoln or Robert De Niro from Silver Linings Playbook.
And there's a 9-year-old girl who's the youngest person, if she won, that would receive the Academy Award. Do you think the Academy would be sympathetic to that, or are they just like, no, we're going to just decide who's best?
I think the nomination for her is kind of like a win in itself, and her name's Quvenzhané Wallis, which is a very hard name to pronounce, and I mastered it because I follow her on Twitter. But a 9-year-old being nominated is amazing as it is, and it's kind of just not really the sympathy that they're going to go with, but she has a bright future ahead of her, and I think the Academy is going to see that and see that she can probably get more than one nomination.
And quickly we'll sidestep Arrested Development. It's coming back right before summer. Kristen Wiig, I heard.
Kristen Wiig was just signed on to be on the show with her. I'm really excited for it. One of my favorite shows ever. And Seth Rogen actually was just signed on to be on, I'm not sure how many episodes, but he's going to be on at least one episode of the 4th season.
And it's Lucille number 3 now.
Yeah, that Kristen Wiig will be playing Lucille Bluth, played by Jessica Walters, going to play the younger version of her.
I'm so excited. It should be really fun. You can catch Dylan and the rest of the Silver Screen Sundays gang at 6 p.m. Arizona time on The Blaze, 1330 a.m.
This is absolutely incredible. Boston-based startup Wobbleworks has created what they like to call the world's first 3D printing pen. It's called the 3Doodler, and the response is enormous. The company debuted the prototype on the crowdfunding site Kickstarter on Tuesday, hoping to raise about $30,000. They ended up raising more than $1.1 million in 48 hours. The pen plugs in like a glue gun and uses non-toxic ABS plastic that oozes from the tip, then cools and solidifies quickly enough for users to build whatever they can dream. The pen works in the air and on surfaces and is expected to sell for $75, not including the $30 to $55 the extra plastic is expected to cost. If all goes as it should, spokesman Daniel Cowan says that the cool new gadget's first buyers will receive the pens in September. Anyone who buys now, though, will have to wait until November to start drawing in midair. Fergie is trading in her lady lumps for a baby bump. Monday, Fergie announced on Twitter that she and hubby Josh Duhamel are pregnant with their first child. She tweeted, "Josh and me and baby makes 3. Hashtag my lovely baby bump." It looks like the Black Eyed Peas will be adding another P to the pod. And now we turn to Mariah Hurst with a look at the Harlem Shake.
Watch out, Gang of Style. A new dance craze is sweeping the internet. The Harlem Shake is the latest fad hitting universities, sports teams, and even the military. The videos feature the song called Harlem Shake by artist Bauer. A normal video begins with a single person wearing an obscure costume in an everyday scene until the bass drops and the whole room erupts into a wild dance. Take a look at the most popular videos from YouTube featuring top universities, the University of Georgia men's swim and dive team, and the Norwegian Army. Even ASU is getting in on the trend.
Con los terroristas.
The Harlem Shake.
The song Harlem Shake shows potential of beating out Macklemore's Thrift Shop as #1 song in the nation, at least the first 30 seconds.
There are plenty of videos of people covering Les Mis songs, but this one is extra good. The singer is doing an impersonation while singing Fontine's famous song. You just have to watch.
Then we were young and unafraid, precious, yes we were. And dreams were made and used and wasted. And it turns
This is just awesome. I love it. Full disclosure, I've never actually seen Lord of the Rings, but I know it enough to know this is Gollum's voice. It's incredible. I love this thing. The YouTube video went from 30,000 views to just about 200,000 in less than 24 hours, and it's really clear why. And finally, we want to take a second to extend a very warm welcome back to fellow broadcast extraordinaire, Robin Roberts. She took some time off of Good Morning America a few months ago to take care of some health issues, and she's finally back in the anchor chair for the first time on Wednesday. What I really liked about this return is everyone was tweeting her well wishes. Today Show anchors, CBS reporters, ESPN actually tweeted her saying, "Welcome back to home court."
Hi, it's Robin, and I have been waiting 174 days to say this. Good morning, America.
From ABC News, live in Times Square, this is a very special edition of Good Morning America with Robin Roberts and George Stephanopoulos.
I've been waiting to do that.
We have all been waiting for that drum roll. It is official now. Welcome back, Robin.
Yeah.
She is so strong, and I'm sure she's so glad to be back at work.
It's incredible. Well, that's our show. Thank you for tuning in, and happy birthday, Sam.
Happy birthday. Once again, I'm Mike Smith.
And I'm Zara Tallier.
Why be normal when you can be an outlier? See you next week.